Hey guys, how's it going? Jayce here, welcome back to the channel. Today we have something that I think is really good right now. You guys might not take me seriously, but this is Taliyah Malphite. This is a deck that has existed for probably as long as both these champions came out. I don't recall if they came out together, but if they did, this is a tale as old as time. So this deck has always been fringe, and so when you hear me say this deck is good, you're like, Jay, sensational. Why is this deck good? Isn't it just a really bad deck that people like Grandpa Roji hold on to their hopium for all day? The reason is this deck has a very specific place in the meta, and that is to like really crush mid-range decks, mid-range board-based decks. And coincidentally, we have a lot of those right now. If you guys watched yesterday's video on the top 8 decks to play, a lot of those decks are these board-based mid-range decks. And the reason why Taliyah Malphite is so good against those decks is, for one, we go bigger than those decks. We have cards like the Endless Devout that generates us a 5/3. Like this 3 health stat line already pretty decent. Chip is a 3/3. But then we go on to cards like Salt Spire. These Grumpy Rock Bears are a 5/4. If you've activated this, it becomes a 7/6. And if you have a Taliyah onto Salt Spire, it becomes a 9/8. You just have the ability to go really beefy. Taliyah 3/5, nothing to scoff for herself. Malphite a 6/10 or a 7/11. That's when you really know that nothing is getting past Malphite on board, fair 1v1. And because we can go so much bigger than all these board-based decks, we're able to block them down so that they can't get value trades, maybe in a position where they have no attacks because they can't attack into a 4/6 Taliyah, they can't attack into a Malphite. And so they're going to hold back their board. But uniquely, what this deck does is punish those decks that can't attack and that hold up their board because of Malphite's leveled ability. Malphite says, when I'm summoned around start, if you have the attack token, create an unstoppable force in hand. And what this card does is it stuns all enemies. So if your opponent has a 6-wide board and you have a 6-wide board, you play this card, and suddenly they can only play one more unit on top in response, and you have a 6-wide board compared to their 1-wide board that can block. And this alone is just so insanely powerful because you're pushing 10-15 damage in a turn. Maybe if you played Herald of Magus and give your champions Overwhelm, suddenly you're just OTKing your opponent. And because we have such beefy bodies, they can't really attack, they can't really apply a lot of pressure, and then in the counter response, we just completely annihilate them with so much pressure. And that's not to say we don't have any interaction at all against our opponent either. We have 2 copies of Stonebreaker. This is a pretty good card. It's basically like a Tri-Beam of its own. I talked about how much tempo Tri-Beam brings to Draven Ezreal. This is Taliyah Malphite's own version of Tri-Beam. You play a 6/4, but suddenly you're just dealing 4 damage to an enemy. And again, in this meta, that kills a lot of things. Rite of Arcane. 3 mana, deal 4, and you have the upside of being able to speed up your sarcophagus, summon a 5/3. That is technically also a Tri-Beam. We just have so many high tempo plays that some of these more board-based decks, again, just struggle a lot against us. Now, one of Taliyah Malphite's weakness is just how bad the early game sort of is. Like, we have Chip plus Rockhopper, but don't get me wrong, they're like pretty strong when you combo Chip into Rockhopper, but against a lot of aggro burn decks, we often don't have the ability to go wide early on. So even against like Draven Sion, we might struggle a little bit against some really fast speed early aggression. But if you miss those, we have a very solid arsenal of mid-range threats. We even have the ability to run denies of our own, which is insane. Now that Ionia is gone, we're sort of the only region left that really runs deny in competitive decks. So this deck's been doing pretty well in tournaments, things like that. I hope you guys give it a try. I mentioned Grandpa Roji's name. That is his list. I will link his Twitter in the description down below. Go check him out. The #1 community voted Taliyah Malphite one trick is at it again to bring us this fantastic list. So I hope you guys enjoy the games. Hope you guys enjoy the deck. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I'll catch you guys with the next one. Peace out and take care. Alright, we got some Jayce Lux. Our units just go way bigger than his, so I like this. Taliyah is like insane if I draw into the this doesn't really kill too much. If you draw into like Salt Spire, we're just like big chillin'. Oh, this hand is nuts. This is like this is like almost a dream hand. Like if I have one more mana of landmarks, I get a level Malphite. So if I find like a, you know, like a Brock Hawk or something like that, that's just a Malphite flip. Preservarium counts as well. I won't have time to play until like turn 6, so we got a little bit of time. I don't actually have the ability to like get the Salt Spire out. I don't have enough summons. Maybe I don't need it. We'll see. Like I don't want to just go like Preservarium this turn. I want to go Salt Spire Taliyah. It's just unfortunate that the outcome, I'm not gonna get the buff, which is a little bit sad. But I think I need the board against another Demacia deck like this. I just want to make sure like my units are like, or I have like a really big board. Like this is a Malphite flip on turn 7. It's like I have a level Malphite coming down on turn 7. That's huge. And he can't stop that realistically. This turn's a little bit awkward because I do need to play Preservarium. I could blow it up realistically if I wanted to, but okay. Probably a fine draw. This levels my Taliyah? No, not quite. Fortunately, I don't have a way of leveling Taliyah. Maybe if I like attack with this at some point. Like, if Taliyah was leveled here, that'd be really nuts. But it's not the case. So we'll just jam Malphite over the Ancient Prep and just like see what's up, you know? Like we're pushing, we're basically pushing lethal damage here. So it's on our opponent to act here, especially because we gotta play the Unstoppable Force. Like, these guys are useless. You can't like double play 6-drop this turn. Like, what is he doing here? Feels like such a checkmatey position. Like at the worst of it, I'm gonna push like 10-15 damage. Like playing more units here doesn't really matter. You could like Concerted Strike a Taliyah or something, I guess. That's fine. That doesn't really progress his game plan either. Now, of course, I would have liked to kill Jayce so that he can't just like rip an acceleration gate off of me.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes either.
But with 3 ground slams, I feel relatively safe. Still interested to see what this card is. Could be like a Shock Blast, but what does that do? Like, yeah, how do you ping these? Like, how are you pinging these? You get a level Jayce, and then you want like what, acceleration gate next turn? That's fine. But you also have to just not die this turn. So you take and 16. Damn, if only Taliyah was leveled, this would be lethal. What? No way. Okay, single Mystic. All right. Wait. Oh, at 2. Okay. Oh, I thought I had him there. It's like, this isn't gonna do it. As good as it is, it's not gonna do it. I get like good blocks, and then I just ground slam him. I can ground slam one of these to kill it. It's not bad. 9 mana. I mean, Malphite blocks. Probably ground slam a Jayce and maybe a Forge Worker. I could just double ground slam this turn. We can see what happens. Like, we can just let this solve and see what's up. I know what they get. Like, maybe get like elusive, other random stuff. Lifesteal. Okay. Lifesteal's getting blasted for sure. If you don't take a scout attack and we can at least block first, see what's up. If he full swings, that's fine. Even if Malphite dies here, it's not the end of the world. Maybe I should have blocked with this so I could just like Rite of Negation or Rite of Arcane instead. Might have been smarter. No matter, we'll just deal with this guy with the ground slam. Just having overwhelms like slightly annoying. Him being at 9 health is like... That doesn't even matter. I might ground slam the overwhelm guy just to save health. So like, we'll block. We'll block. We'll block. And we'll just ground slam this guy. It doesn't kill it, so it's like a little awkward. This is fine. I just ground slam you and don't block. Okay, happy with this. So this will level Taliyah, which is nice. Once a single combat with like the Forge Worker again, I can just ground slam to kill it. That's fine. Him being at 9 health isn't like that big of an issue. It's like I'm gonna slam this Herald the Magus. Oh, interesting. Stonebreaker's also a good draw. So this one I can Herald plus Right plus Unstoppable. Oh wait. Ooh, we're gonna forget that happened. That's a little bit awkward. Whoops. It's still lethal? Oh, it's still alive. Oh, that changes things. That was awkward. Uh-oh, I'm out of throne. Oh no, it's still lethal. Perfect. Woo! Oh man, okay. Alright. Ooh, crisis averted. It's really funny, Shock Blast is 2 instances of 3 damage, so it only dealt 4. But oh, thank god. We had our like... So we had a ground slam first, so he plays his card, and then we blow up the landmark, and then we play the Herald. He would have killed, like, my Taliyah anyways, but monk ass, shall we say? But yeah, that matchup should be quite well for us. Like, you just saw how our units were just a lot bigger overall. All right, another matchup where we're supposed to be going bigger. Oh, but he's Vandal City. Hello? Curious. He's playing like Shellfolk. I'd like to keep right. Not sure what else Vandal City means. Not bad. Might float this. I don't want it to like get blown up by like a pokey stick. 3, 4, and 5. It's fine. I'm not like skipping any mana, so it's not the biggest deal. Okay, so he's a Shellfolk deck, right? So we need to make sure we have Rite of the Arcane to prevent that from going off. It's fine. These Shellfolk decks generally are pretty weak into like these big mid-range decks. Now we don't have rallies, right? Alright, it's not really what I was expecting. You have to ground slam that right now. Is he like a bait deck? He could also just be like a... I mean, he's not running any combat tricks, right? I'm gonna be a little bit greedy here. Worst case scenario, I don't know. That's fine, that's completely fine. Oh, he chooses not to attack, interesting. I can always hush this at some time. Akshan. This hand is definitely a little bit awkward. It's like if I play this, I don't really have blockers, and I can't just like blow this up either. It's definitely like ruin our curve. Maybe just like Rite of Arcane instead this turn. Interesting. Definitely like slightly confused of what his deck is. Makes me want to keep Ground Slam. I can at least just like Ride the Arcane here. I don't want him to just like drop like a Papercraft Dragon if he has it next turn. Okay. So I can Persevere him Ground Slam or something like that. That's my chip. Still quite behind. Now I'm down a mana crystal and that sucks even more. That's fine. We're still keeping up Ground Slam. We can draw into like a Rock Hopper. Taliyah. Okay, Taliyah Salt Spire combo coming up. We do have a Ride Negation as well. Alright. A lot of damage, I suppose. Might need just Taliyah the Sarcophagus. Alright. I'm curious how much my health total should matter here. I could Hush here. Save the Ground Slam, I think it's more valuable. Sure. Oh, it survives, doesn't it? Okay. But this survives too. Not the worst. He does deal a lot of damage here, that sucks. Another chip. We play chip plus Salt Spire. Is there any point in playing Taliyah this turn? Taliyah doesn't do that much either. They both are 3 attack. Here comes the chip. Okay. And we're gonna regain our 10th in like 2 turns, so as long as we don't die, which we do have Ground Slam plus, right? If it goes for like a Papercraft Wallop turn. If we don't die this turn, I think we just win, because we're going Taliyah into Malphite, and then we win. Next turn is going to be insane. We just need to survive this turn, and if he doesn't represent lethal, then there's really not much we need to be worried about. Right now, I'm not seeing it. Like, he needs a Papercraft. Oh, open attack. Perfect. I don't care if I give him a draw. He only gets 1 draw here. No, I do care. Never mind, I do care. Alright, guess we win. If you've summoned, so doing this will now activate this. And then I'll just go Malphite into stun and I should win. Yep. Not having Spell Shield is like kind of annoying, I guess. Spell Shield does stop it, but then he's still forced to block it. Like, my board is scary as heck right now. Is it better to go like Rock Hopper Magus? Or like Magus Preservarium? Probably not. I just need to really force the issue here. And I can pop the Spell Shield with the Unstoppable Force, and then I have Ground Slam plus Right for the next turn. So he's most likely going to be forced to give up his Rune Runner this turn, and then like Papercraft becomes a lot less scary. He finds like a wall up here that's like fine. He needs. I am representing a good amount of damage. Like he's gonna need to block Taliyah. He's gonna need to block these two. He wallops ones, blocks something. I don't really see it. Unless he like ride negations here. That would suck. But then he is still forced to trade down his board. Okay, there's a right. I have ground slam plus ride my own next turn. I don't feel that scared yet. How do you get this card? He just plays the card? That's wild. Oh, Taliyah doesn't do her thing. Haha. Wow, surprised he overrode the landmark. But it doesn't really matter that much. Oh, but now this has spell shield. Ooh, that's an issue. Am I still alive if I block with Malphite? Oh, this might this might be an issue. I'll see. Okay. The issue is he's just wider on board, huh? I'm not dying yet, technically. I wonder if Taliyah plus this was lethal. Oh, that's not happening. It sucks I had to give up so many mana crystals this game. Like if I didn't have to give up my mana crystal early on, which I kind of forgot why I did it. Oh wow. Alright, we're dead. Unlucky. Yeah, we just like having to give up one mana crystal early on just like kind of offset us. I forgot why we had to give it up. That was kind of strange, but double ride negation from his side. Fair enough. Oh, max. Although I don't know what deck that guy was running. Maybe it was Papercraft, but 1, 2, 3. This is all right. It's not like the best. I'll consider it just because it's one of the few interaction pieces I do have in this deck. I do get a slam chip down here because if he plays like a challenge on turn 2, I do have the Perseverance to play to sort of stop that. There's no like worry, right? Ooh, Rockhopper is also really good. Rockhopper makes his life very, very difficult. It's like now he can't play Akshan. He might even just like play the Waking Sands here, which is like not the worst play. Right. I think we'll just push some damage here. I'm not sold on this play, but seems alright. This block is good for us. Might want to like, if he spends spells here, that's spells that he doesn't have for Akshan later on. So he's gonna slow down his Akshan game plan, and now, you know, that trade, he 2-for-1 into our unit. Like we traded 1 drops, but he he spent an extra spell, and I want this to die so I can Taliyah it. So I'll probably block this turn with it, or I can just sack it next turn. Alright, sacking it right here. Ah, unlucky. 3, 4, 5. I could play this and I level Taliyah, and then I go after this. It's the same thing if I do this, right? Taliyah still gets to attack. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Perfect. I take 2 extra damage, I suppose. But this provides the option of just dealing damage to face. Maybe that's not necessary. I wonder. It's a tricky one. But again, this makes his life just so difficult next turn. I'll take a 5-3. he passes, do I pass? Is an interesting one. Like, I don't think me attacking this turn does that much. I could push 10 damage. It's interesting. It's like he can't like play a 5-drop into my Taliyah. He taps in like single combat. Even like single combat's just like not good for him. Like he might play this. And that ruins my attack as well. If he plays this, I'll just attack and deal 4 to his face, I suppose. I'm 1 turn off of getting the tempo out here. So I think I just need to slow him down by 1 more turn. Once these guys come out, it should be very close to lethal very soon. He has a hard time developing this turn. I think he wants to play 5-drop, but then that sort of ruins his curve. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go after this deal 4. I don't think I want to trade this off because I sort of need the blockers. Now, I could do this and push 10. Which is interesting. But I don't know if I need the damage. I don't know if... Like, this helps him level Sivir. That's sort of scary. I just don't want to, like, unnecessary level Sivir here because I just need to survive next turn. At least that's what's going on in my head. Interesting. I'm unsure of what that level Sivir. Oh, that animation speed. Holy moly. Okay, that turn was not that good for him. I also have Rite of Arcane. Like having these to use Rite of Arcane with is nice. Like, does he have like a Merciless Hunter? Alright. You can go Absolver. No, but he hasn't leveled a champ. Okay. Huh. I can find like a Malphite next turn, maybe. Okay. I play this, I need a Bink too. So I could play like Rite of the Arcane or the Preservarium. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana to replay Taliyah here. Wish I could do more here, but I could play you, but then I can't play you. I don't need to play you this turn. I'm fine passing equal mana from both sides. Like, he could like rally if he wanted to, I suppose. Okay, well, I can't kill that, so pretty easy decision for me. Next one, we'll just play Malphite. We have a very threatening board. And we get a pop Spell Shield on Sivir. Maybe we don't go for this. Like, if he passes here, I think I might just attack and save mana for right. Expending this mana here is kind of rough. And he's still forced to block both of these, actually. Now, if he goes for like a rally, then I'll just stun this, and then he loses, pretty much. It's not technically true, but it's very close. I do want to pop Spell Shield so I can threaten with Riot. So, if he passes, I think I'll just swing. And then I can always use this after combat if I want to. Because like right now, you need to answer 2 of these. I think it's really interesting with Malphite that I can sort of threaten to hold this up. And then they can't develop. It's like he's forced like Sharp Sight here or something. Like, this will block this. He needs to save his Sivir here, so that's 2 mana. Oh, okay. That's really good for us then. Like, he plays a second Sivir and we'll just pop its spell shield. And then we at least, like, have outs, quote unquote. I think we can always block with Malphite. Like, ideally we just top deck like a Malphite or like a Ground Slam. And now we have 2 draws and like 5 copies in our deck, right? Okay. I'm glad I saved this. Because there's really no point in playing it pre-combat. Okay, we have a blocker here. Even if he has Absolver, it's 12 over 2, and then he needs to push 3, and then that's 2 more cards he needs. Oh, that's slow speed, unfortunately. Oh, Ride of Arcane's insane. Yep. Like, what does he do here? Like, even if he kills my Malphite, like, he needs to Concerted Strike me here, and I have the right. Has to be Concerted. Okay. If Sivir dies here, it's just over. Oh, Ride Arcane from himself. That's spicy. So we can play this turn and just go Saltspire Taliyah. So let's say his last card is Rally. Doesn't matter. Did I walk myself into a trap here? I'm supposed to like just save this for like trying to hit like the landmine. Like, I don't need a block here. I was maybe supposed to just like shoot his Sivir this turn with like double right. He still forced a double block on my swing. And he can't block. No, he could. No, he can't. Now, how does he kill Taliyah? So if he single combats, I lose. Wow. If he has single combat, I lose, huh? That's rough. Okay. I think this last turn was a little bit iffy. I didn't really quite think it through. There's potentially a different line I needed to take this turn. Like, I didn't have to go for Saltspire shenanigan at all. Like, maybe it was just Taliyah stone weaving to find like a explosive landmine card. This turn was a little bit strange. I think I played a little greedily. Even Sion, huh? This is probably tough. Unlike other mid-range matchups, them having burn and us not having a lot of units is gonna make a big impact. So hopefully we can find a really early curve. Alright. This at least helps us find a curve, maybe. Like 3-drop chip 3-drop. Oh, that's everything. Huh. It's fearsome blocker. They're both fearsome blockers, I suppose. I don't think the choice there mattered too much. Maybe Chip was better just because it's a 3 health unit and can maybe block like a Dawnite Urchin. Now blocking here sucks. Maybe I should have took Chip. I'll take 2 here. I really wish I took chip now. A Mystic shot me. Playable card? It's not bad. Once I play Draven, I can at least pull it. I'm happy with that burn. Not happy with the fact that I have nothing to do this turn. Not happy with that either. Just going wide. Respectable. I think that's correct from the opponent. Boy, does my hand look like garbage. Am I supposed to ground slam? Was I supposed to like right? I just have nothing to do here and that sucks. Alrighty. That's sad. Like, this was so good into Sion. We do have a Hush left over. We need to keep our health total up in the board and arrow. But this is not where I want to be. Like, having to play out Taliyah by herself, also not where I want to be. Ooh. So tempting. So if you play this, I could just blow it up and then go to play Taliyah. I think I have to. Otherwise, I just like play Taliyah this turn. I pass. Is his pass back good for him? I knew he was gonna do that, but can I get away with you and then I just kill you? And then if you develop you, I just Taliyah? I think I have to. I just need some semblance of tempo. It's like delayed gratification. It's not really, but we can still play Taliyah next turn, and that's like fine. In these mid-range mirrors, having to like go down a mana crystal is so rough. Sure. Can't play. Oh, you can play 2 next turn? Okay. Play take 6. Potentially. You get a Taliyah. So I've activated Herald of Magus. I'm almost ready to just like start racing. I can easily block one of these. Like, I don't feel that bad anymore. But I do need to like, sort of race to close the game down. Oh, Taliyah's not leveled. So you can level Taliyah and then play a Herald. You get Herald and then level Taliyah. I think that's better. Ooh, that's a good draw. And now I'll just use this to find like a 1-cost landmark and level Taliyah. I find like a landmine. He's forced to trade down his elusives. Sucks. Oh, he's sending that one. Perfect. Maybe I pass here. I'm fine burning 6 of his mana, I think. He's gonna be like, oh no, now he has no attack and can't do anything. Right. He can still get excited me, that sucks. No, he can't because this level's perfect. These cards kind of suck. If I draw like, you know, something that pops this later, it's so good. This is really nice. Now I have a very good attack. Just dealing 12. It's not enough to like threaten it. At least he's blocking it. Whoa. I don't quite get that. And now I have Ground Slam for his Sion and then Ride Negation for burn. I'm feeling really good right now. All of a sudden. Like, leaving this at 1 health, what's it gonna do? This is really good for us. Like, I have everything I need here. Like, I don't think Sion does enough. I have Hush plus Ground Slam. Doesn't have Sion. That's Augurs. What is this attack? Oh, this attack is It's unfortunate for the opponent. I probably just hush. I don't want to put Taliyah in danger. So going down to 8 versus 9 is pretty big difference. He does have the axes. Like he'll just axe the other one. And like ground slam it.
All rocks erode eventually.
I could potentially ground slam this if he goes for some like axe play. I'm surprised he didn't axe Flame Chomper and pull like this guy. I think that's what I would have done. How many axes gonna commit? Both? Like if he's smart, he can easily play on Arcane. Renegation. That doesn't do anything. Alright, that's getting ground slammed then. Alright, I don't want to deal with you. He had Sion but didn't play. I think that's the most interesting thing out of everything. He didn't axe this, he didn't play Sion. Everything was sort of confusing. Because now he can't kill this next turn because I have right. Like if he doesn't commit to killing this now, he's just dead. And I have board, right? Was he afraid of like the Hexplosive Minefield card? I think he was afraid of this, like Rite of Arcane, this into this, and then yeah, we're chilling now. This was close, but we got there. Yep, we have the Rite of Arcane. Oh my god, he has 10 damage? No way. Oh, that's so sick. And this is what we're playing around, right? Now he did have 10, so like, destroy one of your mana gems. Oh, that's a screenshot. Did I take the screenshot? Okay, got it, I got it. That's so wild. It's like if I went down a little bit too low that turn, and then he just like put, you know, burn after burn after burn that turn, and then suddenly I died in 2 burn spells, I write 1, and then he puts the second one on stack, and I lose. Whereas now that I put myself at 10 health instead of 7, he felt a little bit less confident to go for it, which I also think was a mistake, but if I was at 10, he had perfectly 10, right? Okay, so he couldn't have done it. Yeah, play Malphite, just absolutely crushing all these mid-range matchups. We crushed the Jayce Lux, we crushed the Sivir Akshan, we should have crushed the other Sivir Akshan. We somehow beat Sion. You just have to like take these like, again, you have to play for tempo, and you have some really good tempo plays like the Salt-Spired Taliyah combos. But knowing when to sacrifice your mana crystals, when to use Rite of Arcane, things like that, you know, it's all very important. Obviously finding like a good curve is really important as well. But this deck is super cool actually. I really enjoy this deck. So go thank Grandpa Roji for me. Bringing it into the limelight. Definitely fantastic person and player. I'll link his stuff in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This deck's pretty cool and is actually really good right now because we have all these mid-range decks that we can sort of farm. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time tomorrow, another video. So peace out. Take care, guys. See you guys.